Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing part 5 of making a solar system with a planet for every single element on the periodic table. So, if you've not seen the previous episodes, definitely go ahead and check those out first, as currently we have done 4 previous episodes where we've got all the way out to element 56, which is currently barium. So today we're going to be moving on from barium and we're going to be going to the special group known as the Lanthanum group, or the Lanthanide group, which consists of the element Lanthanum, all the way up to element Lutetium. So that's element 57 all the way to 71, and they're all part of the same group on the periodic table, as they're all very chemically similar to Lanthanum, which is why they're called the Lanthanide group. So they're all very, very similar stuff. They're quite rare metals as well, a lot of these, and I believe some of them are quite reactive as well. So they're known as rare earth elements or rare earth metals. They're quite pretty mysterious group here. I've never even heard of any of these, so should be quite interesting. So without further ado, let's hop straight into this. So the first element of today's episode is obviously Lanthanum itself, so the first of this group. So it should be pretty cool, and that's element 57. So as you guess, it's a soft silvery white metal. So we're going to immediately go for a random rocky. I may actually make a template to save time. I may actually make a template for silvery white metals. So I think I'm just going to make a template, call it silver white, because then we can keep using it as a template for every single silvery white object we have. I think that's probably quite a good idea, because we don't want to just waste time doing the same stuff. So let's just slow down time. First of all, we're going to customize it, of course. So down here, elevation, just whiten it out pretty much. So, there we go. A silvery white object, then we can also change the contrast. So I'm just going to make it very, very low contrast to make it really shiny. So there you go. No water or anything. There's no atmosphere either. Good. And that's all you need, really. Silvery white. So I'm actually going to save that. So we can come back to that. Then I'm going to modify the size. We don't want them all being roughly the same size. And then we're going to immediately place this in here as Lanthanum. So element 57. Voila. Done. So therefore we don't have to waste as much time doing the same stuff. So that's good. Right, next up we got Cerium, which is element 58. And this one, it's a soft gold coloured metal. It's quickly attacked by air and reacts explosively in water. So it's quite a mysterious element here. It's usually used in drilling fluids. So interesting stuff. So we can actually make a golder object here. So who do we want to use? Because also we can use something different for this, since it's not a silvery white metal. So I can try and use. I'm going to try this. I'm going to see how does this world still work? Because I think this was once a modified world. It's quite reflective. And you know what? Maybe we may be able to use this. So an old Core 7B template. Let's have a look. Base color. Can we modify? Okay, we can. Very, very reflective. Let's go to realistic. Whoa, that really tunes it down. Studio. I think we'll just use directional light. That's probably the best one to stick with. So, okay, here it is. Right. So it's a golden colour. So let's see. So it literally is an all gold colour metal. So we don't need any white parts on it. So we can make this whole thing gold. Oh, God. Oh, wowie. That's a little overkill, I think. The darker areas, I mean, they quite stand out a lot, actually. Make them more orange. Trim it down a bit, maybe. I don't want it being too gold now, because obviously we want to save that for gold itself. That's interesting. So that's still pretty bright if I put it up like that. Let's have a look. Maybe just make it more of a paler shade, actually. So something like more like that. A gold coloured metal, that to me looks like gold, doesn't it? A gold shade. Obviously not the most yellow in the world, but I mean, that's going to be used by gold itself once we get to gold. So I think that's a fairly decent golden shade. Okay. Now, can we change the surface texture on this? I'm hoping we can. Yes, we can. Okay, right. So Ooh, okay. Right. Let's try and get a cool looking gold look to it then. What's a good template to use? Ooh, I quite like that instead of this. Dione? Ooh, I do like Dione because it's just nice. There's not much colour distortion. It's all just roughly one colour, actually. That looks quite good. Oh, no way when using Earth. Am I clicking that? Demos? No. Series? No. Callisto? Callisto work. Oh, Callisto's very nice, actually. I do like that. If I do Callisto and Callisto, how does that look? A few extra craters. I mean, it looks the same, but you get a little more craters. No, I think we'll just stick with one Callisto, actually. I think that's nice. Just a nice, simple, golden-looking shade, really. So, that is Cerium. Or Cesium. That's probably the better. I think that's how you say this one. So, very cool. That's element 58. Voila. Maybe just a tad more shade gold to it. Maybe just a little more. Ooh. I think something like that looks pretty good. And then just maybe that's the real sort of kick to it. So maybe just turn this up just a tad. Or just increase the colour itself. It doesn't have to be really bright, but something like that. It is a golden shade after all, so it does need to have a gold look. So make it more of a yellow, maybe more of a yellow shade. Could always do it a little brighter just to make it more. I'm going to stick with that. I'm happy with that. So there you go. And then since it is a more interesting metal, we'll give it a golden trail. So there you go. Excellent. And I think it is way too far out from the start, so we can definitely make this closer. It doesn't need to be that far out from the previous. But we make all of the Lanthanum group all fairly close together. So maybe we have like a slight jump out from the last few elements and have these guys all fairly close together. So that could be quite cool, actually. So there we go. So a bit of a jump from barium to Lanthanum, but then we're going to have all of these guys fairly close together. I think that could look quite good, actually. Okay. To kind of represent they're all in a group together. Okay, next up we've got, I'm not even going to, I mean, Praseodymium. And this one is a soft silvery metal. What a surprise. So, now I can just search silver and it will come up with our template to use. That immediately saves us time. Look, this is a 1 AU gap. Look, and they're still linking together. That's pretty mad. Oh, no. See that? Ooh. Yeah, we're not having that, so they still need to be fairly far apart then. Alright, okay. So obviously the star's gravitational pull is not as strong here. Okay, so this element 59. So element object 59 in this system now. Pretty mad stuff there. Okay, and then what we can simply do is we've already got the colour sorted out, so we just need to simply just make it look different. So go for random look. Let's go with Vesta's texture, why not? There you go, done. Literally done. Simple as that. So, a bit whiter trail, because obviously it's a silvery white metal. So there you go. Excellent. Okay, next up we have got Promethium. So this one says it's a, so it's salts of pink or red, which is quite interesting. But it's another silvery white metal, but it does have a glowing effect to it, so we can definitely try and take advantage of that for glow. So I'm just trying to think, what's a good template to use for anything that glows? I'm thinking probably this again, because this is such a great template to use, this very young planet. I'm going to place it there. Because you can use the glows there to try and sort of make this look good. So there it is, Promethium. So element is 61 now. Hang on, did I do the numbering right on that last one? Hang on, so 59. Hang on, what's 60 then? Oh, I missed one. Okay, well, we'll get back to that. I guess we'll do 61 first then. Okay, I missed Neodymium. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that in a second. So, anyways, this one, element 61. Okay. So, it's a silvery white metal, but it has a glow to it. It has a pink or red coloured glow. Or it's salts. or its best radiation source in luminous paint, nuclear batteries and missiles. Interesting. Okay, so silvery white. Okay, but it does have reddish pinkish salts, so we've already got the red sort of sorted actually. To be honest, it's already looking pretty decent the way it is actually. So silvery white, got that sorted. Maybe I'll just dim down the white a bit. That is, you do have to obviously have this. This is very highly reflective, this world. So let's have it so the crater shows, I guess. So maybe make this the... Ooh. Oh, yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to do that. That does actually look really good. So make this the whiter shade then. Then it's got the red salts on it. Make it has that sort of look. But I just need to make sure the red isn't too dominant. So we do need to sort of tune it down a bit. Make it more of a slight reddish pinkish shade. So somewhere in there. Something like that, I'd say. Reddish pinkish shades. It has that crater showing it. But yeah, mostly it is a silvery white metal, as we have here. So, looking good. Let's make that just a lot brighter. And then this shade here. In theory, that could be just quite a... have that pretty much blacked out. So silvery white metal with, yeah, these reddish areas, reddish pinkish areas for the salts that represent this element. So there you go. It doesn't need the temperature, so we can just turn that down. There you are. Okay. Rotational period, 1 day. Just make it spin a bit. There you are. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. That looks quite good, actually. And then just a tiny bit of a reddish pinkish shade, I'd say. Something like that. There we go. Alright, anyways, to element 60 now, because we did actually skip one forward there. So we need Neodymium. Right. Oh, it's a silvery white. Okay, so we already have a template for it. We can immediately do it. Silver white. Place it there. Obviously name it. Actually, no, this needs to be in between those two as well, remember. So let's actually move it back in there. So it needs to be there, roughly, in between the two. Let's just push this one a little further out. Okay, silver white. Then we just need to name it, and then it's pretty much done. So, looking good. So this is element 60 on the periodic table. So, there you go, element 60, thank you. And all we need to simply do is name it. Or not name it, just change the texture so it looks different. So let's have a look here. Zoom in. There you go. Okay, so elevation map. Who do we want to use for this? I don't really use the basic planets. It's always nice to use the sort of textures. That's a Vesta. Then we already use Vesta, Venus. Tethys. Could use the Sedna. Yes, use the Sedna texture. Why not? Maybe just make it slightly different from its peers. We'll have just a slight more grey to it. Whoa, that looks pretty cool. Ooh. So it's a tad different in colour shade, but there you go. So there's Neodymium. So there you go. So another silvery white. So there you go. Pretty straightforward there. Then we've done 61 already. Element 62 is Samarium. So again, it's another silver white colour. So again, another silver white. So this just saves us so much time. And I already had all them. I had all the colours already searched up, so I don't have to keep searching it on the internet and waste more time there. So I've kind of making this a little more efficient doing this. So there we go. So element 62. Thank you. And problem solved already. Let's make it smaller. Okay, down here. So moon texture. No, maybe if we just flip them around a bit, makes it a little more interesting. Yeah, there you go. Silvery white done. Cool. Okay, next up we got Europium. This must have been discovered in Europe because it must be. And it's a silvery white colour. Hey. So I think we can see a pattern here. Most metals are silvery white shades. You know, just a side note. Okay, so we don't want those orbs in too close together, so put it there. Okay. Paste the name in. So element 63. Voila. Good. Make it a little larger. Why not? What if you only have elevation map 2? Let's try one like that. Ria. Maybe we make the silvery white shade just a tad more noticeable. Slightly darker shade, but there you go. Okay. Element 63, everybody. Cool. Right, element 64. What have we got next? So, Gadolinium. It's a silvery white metal. It reacts with atmosphere oxygen or moisture slowly to form a black coating. Cool, that means we can use a different colour for this. So, an object with a slight black coating, eh? Okay. I'm going to use this Callisto template here, or this custom Callisto, because it's like a darkened version of Callisto, more realistic than the one in the game. So, I'm going to use this. I'm going to place it there. Looks like its texture's been kind of upset, but that's fine because we can recustomize it anyway. So element 64. There you go. So it should still have its Callisto map on it because it was originally a Callisto. Yes, it does. I don't know why it's lost its color, but that's fine because we can still modify that back to the way it was. So interesting. Now that is weird. That's the contrast, surely. No. There's no water on it, right? No. Why is it like that then? Interesting. Magnitude. I don't know what's causing that. Elevation map 2. Iapsis Callisto. Maybe I've got a broken world here. This is very strange. Callisto. So is it going to let me custom? See, why is it not letting me customize that? That is weird. Default custom. That's so strange. Okay, this world's broken. Okay, let's try. I want to try default Callisto then. Where are we? Callisto. So let's place it there. The picture of this Callisto is so old. There you go. Okay, right. There we go. Now we should be able to customize this guy. So. Okay, so. Callisto, why are you doing that? I want to customize you, please. Oh, why should it not let me do that? That was weird. That is so... Maybe it's because it's the original Callisto. Maybe I just need to just have a default object and then put it to Callisto. So... Silver white, you're up again. There we go. Okay, now we should be able to do it. So... Element 64. There you go. Okay, so... Now we should be able to do this. So straight away, move it to Callisto. Because I want to be able to use dark patches of Callisto on this. So let's try. There you go. Okay, now we should be able to do this. Which we can. Good. So it mentioned it has dark patches. So that is not the colour we want to be doing. So if I do that, contrast up. Alright, so let's just rotate it the right way up as well. Okay, I don't think we need both surface maps, do we? Oh, no, okay. Maybe Callisto's not the best one to use. Maybe, oh, Io. Io has good dark patches. Yeah, let's use Io. Yes. So. Do I want to use those as the dark patches or the low elevation as the dark patches? I think the low elevation looks better, so. There we go. Only a few dark patches, but there we go. That just represents its interaction. If it ever meets oxygen, it goes dark. So there we go. Nice, and we'll stick with that. Okay, cool. Element 64 done. Element 65. Terbium. This is a silver grey metal, not a silver white metal. That is a change. So, Let's do this. Place it there. There you go. $65. So, silver grey, you say? Right. So again, let's give it a cool surface. Why not? Texture Mimus. Where's that crater? Where's the crater in Mimus? That is a very good question, actually. Where is it? Mimus. Double Mimus. I think it's supposed to be there. That's it there. Yeah, you can see it there. Okay. So, silver grey. So, again, we just have a more greyed out grey version of it. Yeah. Have that as a lighter shade. That looks quite good, actually. And then just... go silver grey. So, it is dimmer than the silver white ones. Cool. Okay. Okay, element 66. So this is Dysprosium. It's a rare earth element. Okay. It can never be found in nature as it is a free element. It is found in various minerals. Hey. And again, it is silver white. Okay, so let's continue. Let's go with silver white again. There you go. Let's place it there. Cool. Making good progress so far. I feel like we're going a lot quicker now. I've got them all sort of ready to go. So, again, yeah, silver white. This is element 66. There you go. And yeah, since it's silver white, again, all we need to simply do is just make it different from the other ones. So let's go with a Venus texture this time. There you go. All right, okay. Looking good. Look how many orbits we got now. This is crazy. Let's just let it run a bit. Just make sure it's all functioning properly. Look how long it takes for these guys to go around. Look how quick the inner solar system is compared to these guys. There you go. Oh my god, helium. So the inner solar system's speedy, and then out here, they take a while, as you can see. Look at them go. So, there they are. Maybe we should just have the simulation running non-stop. You can see the orbits are wobbling a bit, but we are stable. Everyone in there is all orbiting fine. You can see no orbits are being upset, because a lot of the objects are quite far apart from each other, so that should be fine. Okay, so while that's all functioning, let's always throw a save in. That always helps. So there you go. So next up we got Holmium. So that's element 67. So this is another silvery white object. You know, I could guess all of these. They'd be silvery white. But this one, under certain light it appears orange-red. And apparently in daylight it has a yellowy colour. So we need to add a yellowy-orange shade to this one. So there you go, something a little different. So let's go ahead and add. We'll go over random this time. Why not? Or do we? Or we could go over a template. I want to see what this one is. I want to try modifying this one. I don't know if this is very customizable, but I want to see if I can try and modify this. Because this one kept catching my eye in the menu, so... Okay, element 67. There you go. Okay, so... No water, no atmosphere, you know the drill. So... Down here, remove that. Okay, bye-bye. Not sure why the atmosphere's still showing. I just removed it. What is that all about? Go away. There you go. Okay, so... I think just removing all the features kind of ruins what this world was anyway, actually. So, okay, whatever. So... Has city lights. I don't need that. Oh, well, they do look pretty cool, though. But, yeah, none of that. Okay, so... This element is normally silvery white. But it has a yellow glow, or in daylight, it has a yellow colour. And has like an orange-red sort of glow to it. So... Let's go with this, the basic silver white sort of look, and then we'll customize it from there. So it looks like this has some modded. Yeah, this has been modded. Okay, that is good. That makes it a little more different. I do like that. It still has a red glow. It definitely has some sort of red tint to it. Look, you can see there that that is definitely tinted. So that kind of covers the red glow, I guess. Okay, contrast, we'll leave that alone. Oh, that does look quite good, actually. I don't like the red glow, though. I think that's too much. But it must be tinted. It's got to be. Got a vegetation on. How does that look? Oh, man. Oh, wow. That's interesting, actually. So... Huh. Oh, my God. That's mad. I don't like the red glow. That's a shame. That red glow's too much. It's definitely got some sort of modded tint to it, so unfortunately we're not going to use that. About 55 Cancri EU about that. Let's try that one. Try and get some cool looks to it. Okay, so I think this is one I designed actually. The Diamond Planet. So 67. There you are. Okay. Doesn't need an atmosphere though. Let's remove that. Right, okay, so make that white. Now this area here, we can have that as the yellow in the daytime, just to represent it. But it also has a red or orange-red glow when it's under certain light, triomatic light. But in daylight, it has a tarnished yellow colour. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a bright yellow then; it'd be more of a pale yellow. So something like that. That's already white. Maybe I'll make this like a red, just to represent it as well in the light orange-red. So somewhere in there, I'd say something like that. Very pale, but it is there. And then this one is also a pale yellow as well, which gives us something like that. What do you think of that? Okay, a little different, but yeah, we'll stick with it. That'll cool down over time. It's losing temperature. All right. Okay. Looking good. How's that? That's all okay. Let the time speed up. You can see the orbits are wobbling a bit, but that is fine. How many objects we got? This is mad. Maybe we need another expand on the system just to make sure that everybody is playing or behaving. It seems to be fairly fine, but I'm just going to take a precautionary measure. We are going to expand our system out. So where are we? Tools. Yes. Expand. Voila. And that therefore means that we can buff our hydrogen star a bit more as well. So let's buff its radius this time. Ooh. Yeah, we need tool to orbit. That's fine. There you go. That fixes it. So there you go. Everyone's a little further apart now. Cool. Luminosity we can double up. 225. But I think we can probably get a little more than that now. Maybe we blast. Maybe we blast out. Maybe everyone gets a bit of temperature. Maybe the hydrogen star just is meant to be just the almighty power in this system. So hopefully that keeps everyone fairly... Well, I mean, the inner objects there are going to get scorched. I don't know if that's a great idea, actually. I mean, maybe we just tune it down. They're staying in the red, but I don't really want them being in the black area, which is this area here. The black, the red, the green, the blue. We'll try that. But it just helps our star just get the light further out. So we'll try that. Press play. Okay, that's all functioning fine. The orbits are less wobbly if you notice as well. Oh, but someone just had a slight wobble there. Now, what was that? I think that was these two here. So element 59 and element 60. So look, they have swapped. So we're not having that. So we do need to have a quick little change. You can see these guys are very close together here. So we do need to change these. Look, they are dangerously close. There's plenty of room we can work with. So we are going to make those break apart. And the same with element 59, element 60. Let's quickly swap those guys around as well. So there's plenty of space. It may look small, but there is plenty of AU in between all of these. Look, we're going from 145, so there's a decent distance there. Let's just make sure that's all functioning. That looks to have solved the issue. Let's just see as they go past each other there. Yeah, that looks to be all right. Okay. Cool. Nice. So that's where our episode started today as well. cool. Nice. Okay. So we're look, there we go. So the object we started today is now overtaken the one we just did. So look, you can already see it's going around a lot faster, leaving it behind there. That's good. Look at the inner solar system go. That's awesome. Look how quick it's all going. I love that. So let's see, how's everyone actually doing in here? Because we haven't actually checked the inner solar system in a while, so that's fine. Beryllium, anything hot going on? Yeah, they're all fine, yeah. Their temperature's all fine. 400 degrees, that's perfectly fine. Look how quick helium's going around. Lithium, 257 degrees. I mean, yeah, that's fine. You know what? We could give it another buff. Let's do double it. 800. That should hopefully be decent enough there. Okay, cool. Whoa! Yep, stick around the start. There you go. That's better. Cool. Let's slow her down. The world of helium. Very, very quick. Element number 2 there. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, the temperature's slowly increasing on our star. Look at that. Oh, that is cool. Cool. Again, while we're here, let's throw a save in as well. Now we know everyone's functioning okay. Nice. There's quite a big gap between element 53 and 54 there. What is that all about? You can see, look, the trails there. It's a huge gap there. We can definitely squeeze that in a bit more. So this guy here, I mean, let's see this one. So let's just slowly, just a tad, just slowly squeeze everyone a little closer there. Just get a little more breathing room there. Okay, and then I think this guy as well, we just did, we can definitely get you a little closer as well. Something like that. Okay, right, so, moving on. Next up we've got Erbium. Okay. So we're going to do this whole element set today. So all of the lanthanide group, we're going to get all of those done. And then next episode we'll be going back to the more default elements. We'll have osmium, platinum, gold, mercury, and next episode we've got lead in there as well. So, yeah, that will definitely be in episode 6. But yeah, today we're going to focus on this group alone and get them out the way. So, that's cool. Right, anyways, yeah, the next one. So we've just done Erbium. No, but Erbium is what we're doing now, isn't it? So, yeah, 67. So element 68, Erbium. And let me guess, is it silver? Yeah, it is silver. Oh my god. Right. So, silver white. Oi, oi, oi. Let it play for a bit, I guess. Let's see how we do. So, look, this is 50. So this is 1 AU there. Ah, that's about 2. Look at that, even that close together. That's still like the whole inner solar system roughly. Or that's all of the inner solar system roughly covered in this spot here. Because if I was to do this, if I actually pick the sun out quickly, put the whole system in. So sun, whole system. So if I put the sun there, you can see. Look. That's the whole inner solar system, just in between these two objects. That's the solar system combined to this. Look, the orbit of Neptune is there. Look at that. So the inner solar system wouldn't even reach out to the closest planet in this system. Look, you put the sun in the middle. That's roughly in between. Or that's, you could still fit Earth and Mars' entire orbit in between that. Oh, that is fantastic. Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, this system's a pretty big deal now. Right, so Erbium 68. There you go. Let's go back to direction. I want to, or realistic. Does it actually receive light? It is still quite dark, but it is receiving light. Okay, cool. And the star is slightly blue, remember. Alright, anyways, so silvery white. Again, just change the texture. Make it look a little different. Pluto. Why not? Let's stick with Pluto's texture for this guy. And let's make it a little smaller. There you go. Play. Done. Alrighty. I kind of wish I could. Oh, very. Oh, yeah, you see a bit of temperature going on here. The hot metal. Lithium must be the hottest then, surely. No, it isn't. Okay, it must reflect more light. Let's have a look quickly, actually. Surface. So it has an albedo of 83, but beryllium has an albedo of nothing. So let's just give it a little more reflectiveness. Let's let it. There you go. Maybe lithium needs a little more temperature. So maybe we actually lower the albedo on lithium. Okay, a little more spice to it. So a little bit of temperature on lithium, kind of pulsating up and down a bit. Maybe just a tad more albedo. Maybe beryllium just gets a bit more I turn the infrared up. Ooh, old order. That's a bit buggy. Lower the albedo down a bit. Maybe just have a slight glow effect to it. Yeah. Ooh, you can see it gets a little closer because a minute it glows, the next minute it doesn't. Interesting. A little more albedo to you there. Helium must be quite hot. Yeah, 900 degrees. But it doesn't receive any temperature changes to it because it's one of those weird modded objects. Obviously the star itself. Oh. The world of oxygen, 200 degrees, 200 degree oxygen, nitrogen, 400 there. Oh. Neon. So how far does the temperature actually reach out? Aluminium, 126. Zinc, -16. Magnesium, how about that? 14 degrees. Okay, there's your Earth-like condition somewhere in there. So there is some objects at decent temperature. Krypton, how are we doing? -45. Okay. Yeah, alright, okay. But anyways, enough fiddling around. Let's continue. So, someone's losing material there. I can see a trail. What's losing that material? There's definitely some sort of material being lost there. What is that? Somewhere in this region? I did see particles. What was that? Okay, there you go. You can see they were there. Pause. But you can see, if you look carefully, you can see a breeze of material there. But what is releasing it? Oh, there you go. There's a trail there. Maybe multiple worlds are losing material from the star. I'm not surprised with how big this star is, to be honest, and how dangerous this star is. But I don't know who is actually losing the material. We can see the trails, but we don't see where they're coming from, really. But whatever it is, it's getting blown off pretty fast. One of the inner objects, maybe? It's got to be. I can't work out where the particles are coming from. Interesting. But I mean, the worlds are alright. I mean, if we look at the list here, I mean, there's no one who's like glowing hot, so that's looking pretty. It should be alright. Okay. Oh, it's so cool how they're all numbered as well. Why is carbon closer than boron? What's that all about? There you go. They're pretty much in order. That's pretty cool, actually. See the whole periodic table here. Look how many silvery white objects there are. That's pretty cool. Okay, anyways. So, moving on. Let's finish off today's ones. So, okay, element 69 now. So, that is Thulium. Bright silver grey luster. Okay. It slowly tarnishes in air. It's one of the, obviously, a rare metal. Let's use Charon for a template, since it was more of a greyish colour. This could be quite good, actually. Okay, there you go. Put that in there. Alrighty. It's already got the grey colour we need, really. I mean, not too much it needs doing. Make it a little bigger. Why not? There you go. A little more dominance to it. Can I change the colour? Charon. Where is Charon? Where? It's not there. I'm not blind, am I? No, it's... It's Texture's Planet. So it's got like some special texture it can't be modified. Interesting. Kind of add a second elevation map to it, though, just to change things up, maybe. Series? Yeah, you can add a bit. Well, okay, let's add the moon. Or something really created. Mercury, that's always a good one to mix in. Just give it a slight little different appearance. Interesting. And then mess around with the buttons a bit. So I've got that Mercury texture in there for extra craters. So very, very heavily cratered. But there it is. I'm going to leave that alone. It's already a grey world. That's fine. Okay. And then now, element 70. 2 more to do. Ytterbium. Silvery white with a pale yellow tint. Excellent. Let's use Titan. So obviously we don't need the atmosphere though. Whoa, Titan looks a whole lot different than when I remember it. They've really tuned down the atmosphere colour on that, haven't they? Okay. So first of all, we don't need an atmosphere. Get rid of that. There's the texture underneath. So can we modify this, please? And also we can always pull it back to the Titan map. There you go. Oh, it has got Titan. Titan and Titan. Titan has got a weird texture in this game. I mean, that is very strange how that appears like that. It is weird. It's very strange, Titan. Alright, so a yellowish tint. And a mostly white-grey world. God, the Titan texture is awful. It really is. Oh, God. Yeah, and that's Bella. That's a great looking crater there. So it's got a yellow tint. I can also change this as well. I think it's the starlight that's also making it look a little different. So let's just go to studio. There you go, that's more like it. So let's also paste the name in. So Ytterbium element 70. Done. So let's just read that again. So a silvery white with a pale yellow tint. So that looks silvery white to me, and it has a yellow tint there. Just make it a little more pale. Maybe we make another. Oh yeah, we can definitely make that the pale yellow as well. Add a bit more to it. What do you think of that? Yeah, I like that. Increase the craters a bit, a little more contrast to it. I like that. We'll stick with that. Yeah, element 70. Cool. And then lastly, for today's episode, we're going to go with Lutetium. Lutetium. So that's the whole set of these elements on the periodic table. So that's the entire set of the lanthanide group. So this last object here, what colour is it? Oh. The last member of the lanthanide series, in its pure form, it is silvery white and stable in the air. Okie dokie. So it's a dense metal as well. Okay. Okay, yeah, just go around. Let's go over brown and rocky this time. Okay. Down here. The final element, 71. Voila. And then the simple silver white shade. Maybe make it quite a reflective one as well, why not? And there it is. So Lutetium. So that is the whole set of those elements on the periodic table. So pretty cool stuff indeed. So you can see we've had quite a good amount of elements added in here. We started off at element 57. We've made it all the way to 71 today. So check that out. So pretty cool. So that's the Lanthanum group, or the lanthanide group. So all of those guys there, all part of the same element group. Very nice indeed. And that is that, guys. What do you think of that? So, pretty cool. Really hope you guys have enjoyed that. I definitely did. And the next episode, we'll be getting onto the elements like gold, mercury, platinum, lead, all of those guys. So next episode, definitely stay tuned for that. That should be a good one. But with that all said and done, guys, I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to press that like button. Helps on the journey to 30,000 subscribers, as we are less than 1,000 subscribers away now. We recently hit 29,000, so thank you guys so much for that. That is absolutely amazing. And yeah, now here's to the final 1,000 on the way to the big 30,000. We'll definitely get something special planned for the 30k as well. But yeah, even though I've just said it, I'll say it again. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It really, really is awesome. Really means the world. It's fantastic. I'm glad you guys really enjoy my stuff. And yeah, if that all said and done, guys, make sure you all have a great day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.